Hey everybody, welcome to the Q3 2021 Community Fund Pitching Competition. You guys are in for a treat with 5 amazing companies pitching you their business ideas and trying to get a safe note worth $25,000. Here at Geekdom, our goal is to launch the next 500 startups in the next 10 years, with 75% of them calling San Antonio home. And that all leads towards our mission of building San Antonio one startup at a time. How we do that is by empowering entrepreneurs to cultivate, shape, and grow their ideas into viable businesses that are ready for the next level, whether that be further investment or whether that be revenue growth. We're here to assist entrepreneurs in taking their ideas and making real companies out of them. With that in mind, we created the Geekdom Community Fund back in 2018 with the idea of investing $25,000 in the form of a safe note to very early stage companies. With our focus being so early stage with the idea through growth stage, we wanted to make sure that we had a vehicle to be able to assist in the acceleration of the growth of their company or idea. Since 2018, we've invested in over 12 companies, giving them the assist that they needed to be able to get to a more viable company. One of the greatest examples of how the Safe Note was able to change a game was with an organization called Float Me. Josh Sanchez pitched his company back in 2018 for that $25,000 Safe Note and ended up winning. Since 2018, they have raised over $33 million in funding and now have a team of over 30 individuals across multiple cities here in the United States, with San Antonio still being their headquarters. So the Geekdom Community Fund is awarded every quarter of the year. So the next one will be coming up in about 3 months, so keep an eye open for that. That $25,000 Safe Note is available for any member company that has been a valid member for over 90 days to be able to pitch for that opportunity to win the $25,000. Additionally, so keep an eye out for that next Q4 Community Fund coming around the corner, but also keep an eye out for San Antonio Startup Week coming in October. It will be 2 weeks of great content for individuals who are interested in what the startup scene in San Antonio looks like to be able to plug in and get involved. So keep an eye out for that. And then also our 10th anniversary birthday party, which will be hosted on October 22nd. We invite you all to come out and look forward to seeing everybody's beautiful faces. Now, ready to pass it off to our wonderful staff, Leslie Chasnoff and John Garcia. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Charles. Really appreciate you. We appreciate you leading this community and doing everything for the members that are here at Geekdom. Well, we're super excited to see pitches from these 5 companies, and let's talk about it. Who do we have pitching today?
Yes, so today we are going to hear from BMyVillage, Dewy Organics, Pretty Simple, Blooming with Birdie, or Maro, and StackIQ.
So you probably have seen pitches from these companies before. That's because 4 of the companies participating today have gone through our 2021 Pre-Accelerator program. Now, how did they get to the stage today?
So, for the Community Fund, every quarter we open up an application, and in that application you answer some questions about yourself, your company, your involvement at Geekdom. You submit a video telling us about your company and how you would spend this investment money that you might receive. You also talk a little bit about your business model, things like that, and you submit a slide deck to complement your video. From there, our community investor panel of guest community members from all over our ecosystem, whether that be investors in our community, people on the Geekdom board, people from sister or partner organizations that are actively engaging in the startup community here in San Antonio here at Geekdom. They help us go through those complete and eligible applications to select 5 finalists to pitch for the Safe Note investment. Once those 5 companies are selected, they get to pitch live in front of those community investors to help us select who will receive this Safe Note investment that quarter.
So thank you all for being here, hanging out with us here in the beautiful Legacy Park. And let's just jump into some pitches. We have first Belinda Medellin with BMyVillage.
My name is Belinda "Billy" Medellin, and I was a former technology and theater teacher. Now I'm the founder and CEO of BMyVillage. As a teacher and former teacher of the year, I met a lot of my peers around the world that they had the same struggles that I did in San Antonio. We needed more support. And that's what gave me the idea and the momentum to start my own mission to support those teachers with BMyVillage. I was actually on the phone with my COO and just brainstorming with how I learned from UX designers, just throwing out ideas, and we were just being silly and pretending to be different characters, and I kept thinking education, and kids, and I love Hillary Clinton, and I love the line when she said, we have to be a village to raise a child. And then I wanted something with my name in it, so I thought B for Belinda, and that's how BMyVillage came up. With $25,000, I would focus on furthering my platform so that we can have global reach by April of 2022. And also because my background is in teaching and not in marketing, I want to find a marketing firm that specializes in ed tech, because that space is very overwhelmed right now. What I love about Geekdom is their community. For everyone, it was hard working from home, but I come here and I know that there's someone I could go to with any questions. There's someone I could go to if I need to smile or laugh, or there's someone that I could go to bounce ideas off. And that's what was great about teaching at a really good school. You had that collaboration piece and you had a good community, and that's what I see here. But also the opportunities for female entrepreneurs, it seems like they're really focusing on that, and I want to be a part of that and continue to hopefully be.
Hi, my name is Belinda Billy Medellin, and I was a technology and theater teacher for over 14 years. And now I am the founder of the one, the only virtual career coaching for teachers by teachers. Meet the teachers, meet the teachers. Meet Tommy, Jennifer, meet Adelaide, meet MJ. Okay, I know he's not a teacher, but he has schooled people on the court. And teachers, they get no respect. At least not until COVID-19, when parents had to teach their little angels. And many think that a teacher just teaches, but they don't know. They just don't know. Okay, now it's time to get serious. I would like for you to take a moment to think about your favorite teacher. My favorite teacher was Mrs. Reinhardt, my music teacher. And I didn't know that she received the same training as the math and science teachers. Did you know that your favorite teacher spent up to $2,000 a year of their own money on additional coaching and training that their school couldn't or wouldn't cover? We didn't know that our favorite teachers often struggled with how their personal lives blended into their teaching lives, or how they didn't have the tools for unique student needs. Did you know that 54% of favorite teachers all over the world are thinking about leaving the teaching field because of toxic peers, weak administration, crazy expectation from parents, endless amounts of paperwork, or they're just plain burnt out from COVID? Now, I know I wouldn't have had the guts to sing in front of you today if Mrs. Reinhardt was among the 50% of all new teachers who leave within their first 5 years of teaching because of ineffective or non-existent teacher mentor programs. Where would you be without your favorite teacher? Enter BMyVillage, the only one-to-one virtual career coaching platform for motivated teachers by highly successful vetted teachers that will help with anything that has to do with the teaching career field, from social and emotional learning to writing lesson plans to teacher unions. We have a coach for that. Now, how does it work? It's very similar to a dating app, except without all the baggage. Our motivated teacher first visits our website. They answer a few questions so that we can find out what kind of support and what kind of coach that they want. Then our algorithm matches them up with 3 potential coaches. The teacher looks through their portfolios and selects one coach and chooses the best date and time that works for them for a 1-hour Zoom session. Now, we want to make it affordable for those teachers spending up to $2,000 a year. So our sessions start at $45 a session, and we will have teacher scholarships with private donations. Now, I know from personal experience that this is not a want, but a need. We've already started growing our village by going directly to the teachers first, through teacher social groups, through campus events, and good old word of mouth. And organically, we formed a partnership with the Homeschooling Academy backed by the state of Virginia. And that led us to our next phase where we realized we need to target more partnerships. And for our final phase, by the recommendation of Dr. Carol Harrell, a Northside Independent School District school board member, we are going to focus on obtaining contracts from school districts to be offered as a benefit election for their teachers. Now, how do we differ from the competition? We are the only one-to-one virtual career coaching platform where our coaches are successful teachers currently in the classroom. Unlike the instructional coaches, where many of them have been out of the classroom for years, and so many of them don't know what it's like to be a teacher during COVID. Another advantage is our team. We have a former PTA leader, a former middle school teacher, and myself, a South Texas Teacher of the Year, who started the first user experience design high school pathway globally. Now, we've already obtained $1,500 in sales since our beta launch, and we recruited 30 coaches who were district and state level teachers of the year nationwide. Because if you want to be the best, you have to learn from the best. And with the Community Fund, we are going to focus on developing our platform for a global launch in 2022, and also to hire a marketing firm that specializes in ed tech, preferably hiring them here from Geekdom. With the fund, we will be able to create more jobs here in San Antonio, but we also want to be a beacon for the world so they can see the educational leadership, innovation, and creativity right here in South Texas. So we all know that it takes a village to raise a child, but what does it take to raise up and support a teacher? It takes BMyVillage. So help a teacher, help a teacher, help a teacher by selecting us for the Community Fund and becoming part of our village.
My name is Ashley Bird. I am the founder of Morrow, and I'm also the founder of Blooming with Birdie. So I started this business in order to be able to reach children in the classroom during a time when they couldn't be in the classroom, to be able to create virtual education. And we received incredibly positive feedback, and from there recognized that there's actually a much larger problem than just needing virtual education, but that parents really need a place for their kids to be able to go to find quality program and content, and that doesn't really exist right now. It will change my life, not only my life, but the life of, we talked about this with a good friend of mine this morning, not only my life, but the life of all of the companies and organizations with which go into creating the Blooming with Birdie and Morrow content, but most importantly, being able to have a significantly larger impact on that many children. The feedback that we've had so far has been very positive, and I've been requested to make more content and to do more, and so I want to be able to fulfill that demand and to be able to support children, again, in finding a way to build that bridge between screens and life. The people, the community. Like, I feel incredibly supported along every step of my journey, which started here. I was born at Geekdom. I've had nothing but authentic and kind support to help me to be the best entrepreneur that I can be, and to be able to provide that impact, which is so critically important to Blooming with Birdie and tomorrow.
Hi, my name is Ashley Bird, but like my students, you can call me Birdie. I am the founder of Morrow, an educational, engaging, and entertaining children's media platform. So, the problem. So of 1,000 surveyed parents, it was found that the #1 source of conflict was screen time. But in the digital age, I think it's important for us to accept that our kids are going to be in front of screens. And I'd like to argue that the real issue and the real conflict isn't with screen time, but with screen content. It's not like our childhood. This is Mr. Rogers, my childhood hero and my hero of today. Because he went into children's media not because he loved it, but because he recognized the opportunity to reach millions of children and provide them with quality programming that enhanced their lives. Fast forward to now, where children are watching 4 to 6 hours of screen time a day. What parent has the time to review that much content? And there's no support from the platform. They tell you on their website that they don't review the content. So parents are left asking, what is my kid watching? Is it appropriate? Is it engaging? Or are they passively taking in who knows what? Like this character who has taught 6.86 million children that a pumpkin is a circle, when a pumpkin is a sphere. I have a solution. Using the hands-on educational approach of Maria Montessori and the kind social emotional approach of Mr. Rogers, I've created Morrow, a children's edutainment platform where the content is designed to build a bridge between screens and life, an actual YouTube for kids. So the type of programming that you'll find on Morrow is Blooming with Birdie. So in Blooming with Birdie, children participate in hands-on activities during the lessons and after the lessons, teaching children to use technology as a tool for learning and providing the opportunity to build a bridge between screens and life. So children are inspired by the hands-on concepts to put the screen down. And in this series, go outside, apply what they've learned, become little citizen scientists, take care of the butterfly, maybe plant some milkweed, but engage with the world around them. So the feedback has been exceptional. We were reviewed by the UTSA mental health research team, and it was found that we are, in fact, educational, engaging, and entertaining. So much so that the educational director at Musical Bridges asked us to teach him how to do what Birdie does. That's when we realized, if we want Morrow to become a household name, Birdie can't do it alone. So we've developed a model where we partner with other educators and experts. We send them to the Morrow Masterclass for quality control and standardization. We provide them with high quality production and then a place to distribute that content. Morrow. Don't worry, we'll still produce content on Blooming with Birdie and continue to make our custom content in partnership with our community, thus providing parents and families with a place for children to go to watch content that is curated, that is validated, and that is engaging. Our customers are homeschoolers who are rapidly growing right now and families with children ages 3 to 10. We have two primary revenue streams of platform subscription, where there's general access to view the majority of the content, or a second tier for those who want to engage with more hands-on learning opportunities. We also will continue our custom content with our community partners, in which we provide production, a licensing agreement. Equity and accessibility are extremely important to us. So we've partnered with the nonprofit San Antonio River Foundation in order to be able to receive grant funding and be accessible and available to public schools for free. We are ready to bloom. So we are born at Geekdom back in November of 2020 through the Techstars program. We refined our business model through the Geekdom Pre-Accelerator, and we just successfully launched our first Blooming with Birdie Caterpillar Condo series, in which we sold out. Now we are ready for phase 3, but we need Geekdom's support. So in phase 3, our next step, our goal is to create our next B series, in which the program is designed specifically for children to do at home. We will launch the inaugural class of the Morrow Masterclass, in which we are onboarding 3 teachers that have already been selected. And we will do all of this in partnership with local San Antonio companies. Once we have validation and traction, we will move forward with fundraising for the Morrow platform. So we have already, in a very short period of time, built a lot of strong relationships with our community and other business partners. We have also had a significant impact on our nonprofit community and are in 10 different public school districts. We're also in the San Antonio Public Library, Bibliothèque, and others. But most importantly, we are impacting children and families, not only in San Antonio, but in New Braunfels, Stockdale, and Austin. We're in over 40 homes and 90 educational centers. So we have validation, we have traction, and we have an incredible team of producers, interns, and mentors and advisors who have experience both in production and in entrepreneurship and working with startups. All we need now is your support. Thank you.
My name is Carmen Rocio Tellez. I started Dewy Organics in 2017 as a biology student because I fell in love with just the idea that there's a plant-based alternative to everything. So from there, I wanted to create my life to be plant-based. And so with that, I created my own skincare products. I wanted to share those products with the community and make essential products for a daily use. We came with the name Dewy Organics because my middle name Rocio means dew, so dewdrop, so you want your skin dewy and hydrated. And so organics because I take such great pride in finding the most pure and reputable ingredients for my products as well. And so with that, I have so much love towards those products, and I really want everybody to experience them to help naturally enhance people's skin's appearance. With the $25,000, we would definitely put it towards our product development, operational costs, as well as new hires, contracts, and marketing and advertising. With that, not only would other companies benefit on exposure through cross-collaboration, but with our sales, they as well would profit off of that. So it would definitely not only help me, but help the community with more job opportunities and more collaborations and contracts. What I love about Geekdom is I'm able to express myself with my business, and so everybody has definitely been very welcoming here as well as in San Antonio, which is what has definitely helped my business grow. If it wasn't for the community here at Geekdom and as well as in the city, Dewy Organics wouldn't be here. It drives on the people here. Hi, my name is Carmen Rocio Tellez, and I'm here today to speak to you about Dewy Organics. Dewy Organics is a skincare company that offers plant-based skincare to power your daily routine and naturally accent your beauty. We are passionate about health, wellness, and reducing the environmental impact not only on Dewy, but as well on the skincare industry. We love educating women and men on the importance of a plant-based lifestyle and a proper skincare routine. We've definitely come a long way in the past 4 years. In 2017, starting with literally next to nothing, I am very excited about the future of my company, especially with the possibility of receiving our first ever capital infusion. With Dewy Organics, it felt awe-inspiring to use my biology studies as well as my skincare knowledge, and as well to use my creative side to make the packaging as aesthetically pleasing as possible. In 2021, we were able to open in-person markets again. We as well added the first member to our Dewy team, and as well opened our first lab and spa here in San Antonio downtown. We redesigned and launched our first high-profile product, the Regenerating Reishi and Rose Gel Cleanser. Of course, this would not have happened without our community and the people that we've met through this journey. Through our weekly markets in the city, we have connected with so many people in San Antonio, and I can definitely say we have not done this alone, which is how we were able to partner with a larger local lab and design agency to create our new product. And as you can see, our products have been well received here in the community. So when researching competitors, we realized the gap in the local market of San Antonio. We saw the need for developing a product that can be positively essential to the everyday life of a consumer. A plant-based product that naturally enhances the skin's appearance and is the very first step of a proper skincare routine. We feature ingredients that benefit both aging and acne-prone skin. We launched our product in June 11th at the Geekdom Event Center, and since have made an additional $2,500 a month. I calculated that with the community fund, we would be able to generate roughly $26,000 in revenue over the next 6 months. We generate sales through weekly in-person markets, several online platforms, newsletters, e-blasts, local retail consignment deals, and we as well partner with local estheticians to carry our products. We are well towards the process with connecting with big box retailers like Whole Foods and Central Market to feature our product in their stores. So what would Dewy do with the community fund, it would mean growing a company that is interwoven with this community and collaborated with dozens of local artists and businesses. As we grow, we're not only providing more job opportunities, but through our consignment deals, local businesses actually profit through our sales and are able to gain more exposure. We will incorporate new and existing digital platforms and tools in our advertising and services, which will increase our customer base. It will increase production and new product development, coinciding with the increase in demand. Our company's growth model using the community grant is based on allocation into operational costs, product development, marketing, and new hires, and contract opportunities as shown. Dewy Organics is doing great, but we are in a critical juncture requiring capital where this grant could possibly accelerate us to the next level of scale and profitability. It's a brand that's passionate about health and wellness, a conscious brand that wants to reduce the environmental impact, and a brand that's passionate about creating character and prosperity. Thank you for your time, and do Dewy Organics.
My name is Sharon Gutierrez, and I am a long-term entrepreneur. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for over 10 years, and I am the co-founder of Pretty Simple, the leads tracker app that motivates. We came up with the name. It was during COVID, and actually, my co-founder, Matthew Morgan, we're both solopreneurs. We're living in different states, and we were working together on a lot of projects, and so we had a lot of spare time on our hands, and so we decided we should try out this idea of building this leads tracking app that I had come up with a few years ago. And so while we were coming up with the name, we were joking that I was pretty and he was simple, and I just kept describing this app as just wanted to be pretty and simple, and it just stuck, and it's been the perfect name ever since. For us, honestly, $25,000 would be a game changer. Together, we have this skill set where we have the experience to be able to build the websites and do the SEO and create the content, but funding the ads has been a whole thing. So for us, it would allow us to jump right into building traction much quicker and getting our name out there so much faster and become the people that are known for providing, products and services for solopreneurs. Geekdom has provided so many different things for us, and the biggest one has been a sense of community. I mean, having been working from home for over 8 years now, I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little bit stuck in my rut. And so while it's provided a lot of freedom, I have been missing that sense of feeling connected and feeling like I have those, relationships and people that I can collaborate with. And Geekdom has provided so many of those things. But then not only that, the mentorship, the guidance, the programs, it's given us the skill set and the confidence to be able to dive into this. We started feeling like, okay, we're these business owners and we think that we can get this app thing off the ground, but then after going through the pre-accelerator and having the opportunity to participate in things like this, we know that we are on the right track, we have validation, and we are excited to be able to bring things forward, and we wouldn't have been able to get that kind of confidence without Geekdom.
Hi, my name is Sharon Gutierrez. So I've spent the last 10 years running a digital marketing agency, and now I am a full-time marketing consultant, and I am a solopreneur. A solopreneur is someone who either runs their business solo or they have a team, but they manage their sales solo. And let me tell you about that life. So the life of a solopreneur can be very chaotic. It can be lonely, disorganized, you're wearing a lot of hats, and cash flow is always the thing. One of the biggest pain points is actually sales. Every small business needs a way to track their leads. Without that, you run the risk of forgetting to follow up with a lead and then leaving money on the table, which is not a good thing. So the reality is that sales tracking software is not created for solopreneurs. The current options are either very expensive, they have a steep learning curve, or they might not be that pretty to look at. Our market actually uses sticky notes, spreadsheets, and I was using a whiteboard before I came up with the solution, which is pretty simple, the leads tracker app that motivates. So it's very pretty and it's simple. You add a lead, you follow up, and then you stay motivated by money on the table. We do have a few dozen subscribers, and our top industries are actually website designers, personal trainers, and consultants. Pretty Simple is a SaaS company. We have monthly and annual subscription options. We actually just added our annual option, and that's been amazing because it shows us that our users are not only enjoying the app, but they plan on using it long term. There's a huge market of solopreneurs here in the United States. There's currently 41.8 million solopreneurs. Once we narrow that down, we're looking at a healthy 13 million in potential revenue.
And this is our team. So with my marketing savvy and my co-founder, Monty Morgan's techie, detailed developer self, together we are an unstoppable team. And this is the history. So we actually started our beta back in COVID, and then we decided to go ahead and build for iOS to start off with. So we had gone through that whole process, and then we got into the Geekdom pre-accelerator. So it was during that process that we said, let's pause and be super present, and we got so much out of that process. We actually got a lot of confidence, we learned a lot of skill sets and a lot of feedback, allowing us to put out our next version of Pretty Simple. After that, we took a short break and then we started doing our own ads testing. So we are self-funding our ads and we are running Google ads right now. And we are in that solopreneur, remember earlier we talked about that chaotic lifestyle? That's what's happening right now, which is why we believe that the Geekdom Community Fund would be a complete game changer for us. It would actually allow us about 6 to 12 months to really focus on building traction. So we would be spending our funds this way. So we'd actually put 75% directly towards traction. This ads budget would be split up between micro influencers, social ads, and Google ads. We would also spend about 10% on paying back some developer fees because that is on a credit card. So let's just not pretend like that's not a thing. And then finally, we'd put about 15% into office space. So for us, community is very important. I know it sounds cliche, but we moved to San Antonio during a pandemic. We ended up in New Braunfels. I was from Atlanta, Monty was from Hawaii, and we came here to build this app. We recognized that one of our weaknesses was actually a lack of community, which is why we sought out Geekdom. And that's why it's been such a game changer and we want to get office space here. Some of the ways that we've been able to be more rooted in our community is through meetups. We actually started a developer meetup in New Braunfels and then we rebranded it and brought it to San Antonio as Geeks and Drinks. I've been doing free workshops for several years on small business marketing and I would like to bring that here locally. And then lastly, collaboration. We've actually hired local developers to work on our project, which has been amazing. So we know that Pretty Simple will be the #1 affordable leads tracking app for solopreneurs worldwide, and we can do that faster with your help. So thank you so much. We chose San Antonio to be our home, and you guys have provided us with a community to thrive. So I invite you to follow our journey. You can follow us on Instagram, send us an email, check out our website, or try out the app. Thank you so much, and remember us, it's pretty simple.
Well, my name's Gabe Ruiz. I am a community manager currently with Section 4, but I am also one of the founders of StackIQ. And the reason why we started it was because I had an idea of wanting to start some kind of a boot camp, a tech ed boot camp, and this was prior to meeting Taylor. And once I met Taylor, we kind of started collaborating more, and it kind of exploded into what StackIQ is now. It's his ideas just meshing with mine and making something amazing, and so that's what I do and what we're doing right now. Well, I had originally created a company called SkillStack. It wasn't really created, it was just kind of like ideas and building it out. I had gotten a domain name. This was all again before Taylor. Once I brought Taylor on and we started collaborating, everything started changing, and it was actually him who found out that my logo, my name was already used.
And verbatim, exactly to the T.
Yeah, they weren't a tech ed company, but they're a different kind of company. But that just had to we had to pivot, and it was because of Taylor and I and another one of our friends who had worked with us for a while.
Shout out Laura.
Laura. We were all just throwing out names, and at the other place that we were working with, we just kind of put out a whiteboard and had everyone check off which name was best, and StackIQ stuck.
And it works because, StackIQ, we're developing this career closet, we're taking people's passions, so we're kind of using this stacking your interests, giving you the qualifications to make those things happen. So it kind of works in multiple ways.
Oh my goodness, $25,000 can make StackIQ StackIQ. We can actually do what we want to do. StackIQ has been on our minds 24/7 for the past 2 years. We have been working on this and dreaming about it, and it can become a reality. StackIQ can finally make its debut into this world, and that $25,000 can make us appear or disappear, and it's just amazing what the community fund can do for us.
We've gone all in. on StackIQ. Everything that Geekdom puts together, the pre-accelerator programs, startup weekends, we're doing everything we can to be in this community, to learn as much as we can and apply that to StackIQ. This is something that we want to leave behind when we leave. Like, this is our legacy. We want this to happen, and this $25,000 can make that happen.
Hi, my name's Gabe, and this is Taylor, and we are StackIQ. We all know that finding the career that we love is miserable. We're only given two options out of high school that are either flawed, outdated, or broken. Go to college or jump straight into the workforce. Both of these options leave us with a continual need to sacrifice. Dig yourself into debt to figure out what you love, or go straight into the workforce in hopes that you can find an opportunity. I sure wish there was a third option, preferably one that was low risk and affordable to me and my family.
Well, parents, students, and job seekers now have that third option, the StackIQ Utopia. StackIQ is a module-based tech ed platform that pairs the advantages of going to college with the experience gained in the workforce. You can think of StackIQ as your career closet, where you get to try on different careers, industries, and skill sets to see what is, or isn't, the right fit for you.
So when each student enrolls, they gain access to our web and mobile app, where they're greeted with their very own social platform. Now, how does our program start? Well, it all starts with our #adulting course, where our users learn all things adulting, from credit to financial budgeting and maybe even how to grocery shop. Now, remember that career closet Taylor mentioned just a little bit ago? This is where it begins. We have taken high demand industries and have given the users the opportunities to explore all of the possibilities within those careers.
Now, StackIQ has cracked the code to retain engagement of our users by meeting them where they're at and by leveraging modern technology. Social media is the initial driver of engagement. Each course starts with a text message with calls to action, along with a 12-second video highlighting that specific skill set or industry expert. Our users see an influencer or an instructor that they can relate to, answering the same questions our users are asking. Utilizing social media, balancing gamification and exploration throughout our LMS, we now have a recipe for high engagement.
Now, what is our unique value proposition? Well, it's our MVP, our career closet, and our beginning to end career navigation. Nowhere in this industry has low risk, low cost, low sacrifice options for young adults to explore careers, try on different skill sets, and be funneled into opportunities that open doors to all of their passions. Now, who are our competitors? Yes, Udemy and LinkedIn Learning, absolutely. But what differentiates us from them? Well, while our competitors stop at content delivery, we take a holistic approach to our user success. We've seen that these 6 items are what parents and students are looking for right out of high school. And while our competitors give you some of these things, StackIQ is here to give them all to you.
So who is StackIQ for? The great thing about StackIQ is that it applies to so many people, soon to be high school graduates, unemployed college graduates, career changers, job seekers, or people in unemployment. And in this particular example, we have 2 high school graduates, Gabriella and Taylor. Gabriella decided to go to college. Her and her parents accepted tens of thousands of dollars of student loans. She graduated. And like 53% of college graduates, she's either unemployed or underemployed with about $40,000 in debt. Taylor didn't know if college was right for him, so he decided to get to work. He didn't have the skills or qualifications to do anything other than retail. He settled for $8 an hour. And like 60% of retail employees, he's unhappy with his job.
Now, through the StackIQ app, Gabriella and Taylor sparked passion in their particular careers. Gabriella in digital marketing and Taylor in technology sales. But it did not end there for them. StackIQ helped them spark passion and are now navigating them towards their next steps. Our Master Stack courses, introductions to our hiring partners, and the conduit of resources we have waiting for them.
Now, the StackIQ revenue model is subscription-based at $35 a month. No matter where our users are or their economic status, StackIQ will be available and affordable to any user in the country.
Now, with the use of this $25,000, StackIQ is going to be able to level up in our production. $15,000 is going to curriculum development, $5,000 is going into the proprietary algorithm, and $5,000 is going back into the company for items like employment.
With the allocation of this fund, StackIQ will be able to push our beta to over 300 active users. We'll be able to expand our team. And version 1 of the StackIQ app will be completely built out with curriculum live on the Google, Android, and Apple stores.
Now, your investment in StackIQ is going to tie directly back into the Geekdom network. StackIQ will hire local, will stay local, and will funnel all of our students back into the Geekdom network. StackIQ is active in the community, and we're not going anywhere anytime soon. Let StackIQ be the bridge between our users and the Geekdom network.
Now, StackIQ is not here to pull admissions from universities. We are here to help the people struggling with making life-altering decisions. We are so close in our partnerships with our community leaders. We've already begun the discussion of every person filing for unemployment in San Antonio to download the StackIQ app. We have an opportunity to change the lives of a lot of people. And with that being said, welcome to StackIQ.
Amazing job, Gabe and Taylor, and all of our founders who pitched today. You killed it, especially with all of your energy, your passion. This is why we do what we do at Geekdom. This is why we're here to support you, because you all are going out there in the world trying to change it and make amazing things happen for our community and for a bigger, greater tomorrow. So congrats to you all for participating today and for making it this far.
So, a big part of being at Geekdom is giving back time to the community. We have mentors, we have people giving back time to help others grow their businesses and grow their ideas. Today, these 3 individuals helped by participating in our community investor panel. Now, who are they?
So, first we have Erin Huddleston from Notley, and we're very excited to welcome her. She works with entrepreneurs, she works with business partners for Notley, for all of their other sister companies and things like Philanthropitch, Beam. Thank you so much, Erin, for your time. We also have Chris Burney. He's from Dura Software. He's been very active in San Antonio's tech startup ecosystem for many years now, working with Alamo Angels, other investors in our community. He also helps acquire and vet companies that Dura works with. So thank you so much, Chris, for taking the time and helping out. And finally, we have Alberto Pena from Broston Homes. So he's a very well-known and loved member in our community. You can catch him on the 8th floor all the time with his team hustling. He is also past recipient of the community fund. He sits on the Geekdom board, and he is also a great mentor for all of our programs. So thank you so much, Alberto, and thank you all for being here today.
So now the moment we've all been waiting for. Again, before we announce who's going to receive the investment today, I just want to say thank you to everyone for being here again, for hanging out with us in the Geekdom community out here in beautiful Legacy Park. So, who do we have taking home the $25,000 investment?
So this was a very hard decision, as always, because we want to always be able to give this funding out and select the best companies, which is so hard, especially with the Stellar 5 that you saw today. But today we are going to be giving our community fund investment to Dewy Organics. So congratulations, Carmen. You put in so much hard work. I just started testing out the facial cleanser. It is gorgeous. I love it. Encourage you all to hop on her website now and get you some, or come to one of her markets coming up. She's hustling at them every single weekend. So congratulations, Carmen. We can't wait to see you use this funding and this investment to take Dewy Organics to the next level.
Wait a second. Wait, hold on. Wow, whoa. Some announcements. A little bit of a curveball. Looks like we're going to be giving away a second investment to another company.
Yes. So if you have been hanging out with us here at Geekdom for this year, you'll notice that in quarter 2, we did not have a community fund. So we were able to select 2 companies this time to give a second investment out, which we're very, very excited about. So John, what announcement just came through? Who's going to get the second community fund safe note this quarter?
Well, we're super excited to announce to you all the second community fund safe note investment will go to Pretty Simple. Yay! That's pretty awesome.
It's very awesome. Yeah, it's very awesome.
Great job, everybody. We're super excited, and we hope you are too.
All right, so thank you all for tuning in again. Congratulations to Dewy Organics. Congratulations to Pretty Simple, everyone watching. If you haven't gone to their websites yet, if you haven't checked out what they're doing, please, please, please go do that. Go support them. Go be helpful. Lift up your peers. Lift up your fellow geeks. Congratulations again to you all, and thank you all for tuning in tonight.
How do I look at him? Because they went through our 2021 Pre-Accelerator program.
So once those 5 selections are made,
So since there's two,
Yeah.
we can do.
I can do it typically, yeah.
Oh, so do you want to? Or we can say the winner or the.
But wait. Do a moment like that.
But
Okay.
wait a second. Yeah, I think that'd be fun to do. A little curveball. So who do we want to say first?